You're in front of the Israeli School, Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you have been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. Well, we finally were able to arrange for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible, because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and Sixth Shield General, 4th in command in the nation of Israel, Lahab. I'd like to salute this brother. March up. Barak. Yeshabim, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to Priest General Lahab.
Water, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
You mean everything to me because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
I called on the Lord. I said, that Father, this is real. Will you watch over me? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you called for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they follow the law, they doing it. You said under Yahweh Shai they ought to love one another, and they doing it.
Shalom, Israel. It's time to come get your full dose of truth for the week.
You got Mondays, history class, taught by Officer 500 Shariwan and Officer 500 Ahabawan. 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuesday, you got Word to the Unwise podcast from 6 to 7 p.m. Followed by the main event, Captain and Priest Hadaria Allah, teaching scripture breakdown, the Bible like you never heard it before. 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. Wednesday, we got Priest and Officer 1000 Awaja teaching you all about the law. Tune in. 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursday, you got myself, Priest and Officer of 5,000 Kazak Moth, joined by Priest and Officer of 500 Barak Yah, teaching you the Brotherhood class from 5 to 7 p.m. Friday, learn to speak in the Holy Tongue, the Lashawan Kodash class, taught by Officer of 1,000 Katab, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man.
Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
Mic check, mic check. Give me a sound check. Make sure y'all send that link out to all the brothers, Canada, Cleveland. Get that link out there, man, so everybody can jump in. All right. Shalom, Israel. This is Priest and Captain Hadar Yala, my main man, Laban, with me. This is Tuesday, the mandatory scripture breakdown class from Michigan, Northeast Ohio, Pittsburgh, and Canada. It's the ISUPK coming out of One West, Harlem, New York, 125th Street. We've been rocking out this truth since 1969. Waking the dead, giving the truth back to so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nations people. All right? ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. The truth of the Bible is that so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nations people are the true children of Israel. This whole Bible from cover to cover is talking to you and nobody else. You understand? I know it's heartbreaking, man. All y'all Christians out there, everybody that, wants to join to our culture, man, but just look at it like this. Everything we do, they follow. They want to be a part of. They want to join to it and say they are the best of things that we created. It's no different with the Bible. You understand? So it's time for us, to come back to this truth, come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Wake the hell up, man, and stop serving the oppressor, living like the oppressor, and getting destroyed by the oppressor. You understand? Dying with the oppressor, with his drugs, and you know what I'm saying? His way of life. It's time for us to let that go and come into our culture that the Most High God gave us. All right? Once again, Tuesday night mandatory scripture breakdown class. Everybody out there that's watching, make sure you tune in after the class for the Heads of State podcast. You understand? The realest podcast on the earth, where we give you the truth and break down current events, and different news stories. If you watching, make sure you like, share, comment, type in your questions. We'll do the best we can to get those questions answered, man. Any questions you got, bring them straight here, and we're going to get those questions answered, man. Give you the knowledge, the history, and the culture that you need that was not given to you in the oppressive school system. You understand? You pay all that money to go to college and don't learn nothing. He never tell you who he is. Your best bet is to go to a trade school, man. Get you a skill. You know what I'm saying? Get out there, go to work, man, because you ain't gonna learn nothing in they colleges, man, in they systems, man. This is the school where you come to actually learn. All right? And all you stupid fake Israelites out there, don't try this at home, man. You understand? How we looking online? Kodash, GP, what we got going on? Y'all still getting everything together?
Sir, we got check-ins.
Let me hear it. I want somebody out there, man. Y'all give me Hosea 4, the 4th chapter. Let me hear that. Go ahead, GP. Shout everybody out.
Count. We got a check-in from the sister Shemaiah.
Shout out to the sister.
From the Akim Shalak Yala.
Shout out to my brother Shalak.
We got somebody named Greg Agnew.
Shout out to you, brother.
We got somebody in the chat named N Smile. Named Seriously, this is a topic. Just because we weren't born in slavery in America doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Hey, who you tell him? Tell him, say it again, sis.
Shalom.
We got a video at the end of the class that I'm going to show y'all, man. This the title of the class. I'm glad you reminded me about that, sis. The title of the class is something that I have been avoiding for a couple of years now. But it hit home for me because my sister sent me this video. And she asked the question after she sent the video, like, for real? Like, she was confused. Once again, that's why it's important to get in class, man, because if you are not grounded in something, somebody can trick you easily. You have not done the research. You have not, did what you had to do to fully understand the Bible and where you come from. Anybody can run game on you. And that's how the Christian pastors been getting rich forever. They telling you all type of nonsense that they say in the Bible ain't there. They teach you about a God that don't exist. You understand? So yes, the title of the class is heavy, and shout out to you, sis, for recognizing that, man. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. Go ahead though, GP. What you got?
We got a check-in from Naam Mashah.
Naam Mashah, shout out to you.
We got
brother Shalak's Red.
We got a check-in from Ben Heaven.
Shout out to you, brother.
We got somebody named Shantae Gary. Shalom Rib of Ottawa Gabar, Officer 50, checking in.
Shout out to you, sis. Ottawa Gabar, Officer 50. Both signs correct. Go ahead.
We got a check-in from Paryana.
Shout out to my Red.
We got another check-in from Yakolia.
Shout out to my sister out there in Flint.
We got a check-in from Maria D214. Shalom Shamar Latha by Shemi Awashar, property of Priest and Officer 500 Abawan.
Damn right. Shout out to you, sis.
We got a check-in from Nawa.
Shout out to my sister Nawa.
We got a check-in from Aisha.
Shout out to you, Aisha.
We got Officer Wadia checking in.
My nigga Wadia. Go ahead.
We got Manisha, Ka'ar's Rib.
Shout out to my sister. Go ahead.
We got Carolyn, Rasville, Shalom checking in from Ohio, Chicago, One West.
Shout out to you, sis. The property of Officer 1000 Mashah in the building. Yeah.
We got Nadaba checking in.
You see him? Yeah. Shout out to my sister Nadaba out there in Ohio.
We got Tasha Kwa.
Shout out to you, sis. My sister Tasha Kwa.
We got Neza Nama. Jewel Shema.
How you pronounce Tasha Kwa name right, but not that? Tasha Kwa is a difficult name to pronounce. The Tasha Kwa. Good job, though. Keep going, brother.
That's it.
Most High Christ. Who got the scripture? Yeah, let me hear that.
Just Hosea 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, no mercy, no knowledge of God in the land.
That's what we living in right now. You understand? The Lord said, man, he got an issue with you because it ain't no truth in the land. You understand? And that's how we've been living until 1969 when the seven heads and the head priest Abba Bivens, man, the Lord gave them the truth. Before then, the truth didn't exist on the earth. We knew we were Israelites. Certain of us knew we were Israelites, but the truth did not exist on the earth. And the Lord is saying, man, I got an issue with y'all for that. You understand? Go ahead, read that again if you could.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
Hear the word of the Lord. Go ahead. And he said Israel. He ain't talking to everybody.
Ye children of Israel.
Go ahead.
For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
Damn right. Go
because
ahead.
there is no truth, no mercy, no knowledge
No truth,
of God.
no mercy. That's something heavy as well. No mercy, man. Gotta love your brother, man. Care about your brother. Be merciful to your brother. You understand? No mercy and no knowledge. Go ahead.
Of God. Yeah.
No knowledge of God. You understand? And that's a heavy thing. Because later on in the chapter, it's going to tell you why we destroyed. The Lord don't care about your knowledge to, be a doctor unless he gave you that gift. But you should never pick that gift over the knowledge of the Lord.
Right.
He don't care about how many degrees you got, especially if you got these degrees and you ain't helping your people with them. You understand? Sisters today, they get knowledge, and then what? They want to lead a man. Oh, because he ain't making enough. Because America teaches you the money rules the house. That ain't true. You understand? So the Lord ain't talking about knowledge of the world, the knowledge of worldly things. You got knowledge. When I was in the world, I could roll a blunt with one hand. He ain't talk about that knowledge. He talk about the knowledge of God. That's what's missing in the black community. That's what's missing for our people, man. We know everything else but the law, statutes, and commandments. We can tell you about everything except for God. Go ahead.
By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood touches blood.
Break out and blood touches blood. See, we had a knowledge to steal and to commit adultery. We know how to do that. We know how to find a nigga rib on social media. Inbox her. You understand? We know how to do that. We know how to sit on a nigga crib and learn his schedule, break in his house. We know how to do that. Catch when you niggas lurking around my crib, though. It's gonna be different. Keep going, brother.
Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwell therein shall languish. With the beast of the field
shall languish. Go ahead. With the beasts of the field. Go ahead.
And with the fowls of heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away.
Be taken away. The Lord is going to remove the animals and remove your food because you don't listen to him. And that's how we live today. You wonder why you broke as hell? Because you don't listen to God. That's why your life is a roller coaster, man. You can never be consistent in your life. What does the Bible say? He who tries to save his life shall lose it. And he who loses his life shall get it. You understand? We chasing the wrong things because we don't have the knowledge of God. That's why it's important to come in these classes, man. Like and share these classes, man.
Good.
Go ahead.
That's the proof that your Christianity, because 99.9% of us walking out here. 99.9% of us that's walking out here claim to be Christians. And if Christianity was the thing that the Lord wanted you to engage in, your people as a whole would be rewarded.
It's heavy.
You know, you would be on the correct path. You wouldn't see all of the death and destruction and all of the things Cap just laid out.
It's heavy.
Transpiring in the black community.
That's a heavy, heavy point, man. Christianity was the way. Christ would have been cracked that sky, right? Is what the Bible say that he waiting on a certain number. Everybody Christians. That number been fulfilled. If Christianity was the way, you cannot explain what you see on the earth today without being in the truth. It won't make sense. That whole God love everybody doctrine nonsense. Get up out of here with that slave shit. You can't explain why God love everybody, but we went in captivity. You can't explain that. You can't explain why we still on the bottom. And it ain't no better Christians than black people. You talk about forgiveness. We the best Christians. We the best Americans, man. Come on, man.
And that's that yoke of iron placed around your neck until you be destroyed. So that chattel slavery lasted until you believed in Christianity.
Right.
Then they loosened the chains, and now we got you mentally. We got you believing in our God. You know what I mean? Like think about how long Grandma been teaching us about Cedric Borgia and this image of Christ and all of the things that's wrapped up in Christianity, and we've been fulfilling it from Christmas to, you know, Easter and Thanksgiving, all of that mess. We gave our heart and soul to, you know, and because of it, because we chase behind them and praise the images and the instructions that they give us, our people find themselves in this condition, man, where Christianity is the principal religion and God is turning his back on us.
Heavy. Keep reading.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 4. Yet let no man strive, nor reprove another. For thy people are as thy that strive with the priest.
Keep going.
Therefore shalt thou fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with thee in the night. And I will destroy thy mother. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Right. He said, I will destroy thy mother. You can't explain, like we just touched on, you can't explain life without the truth. It don't work. It don't fit. It's like trying to put a square into a triangle.
Right.
It don't fit. But when you read these scriptures, now you understand why we being destroyed out here. Read 6.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
My people are destroyed for what?
Lack of knowledge.
That's why we destroyed it. And that's why we had these classes, so we can get our people out of that hell and destruction that we living in today. And we are destroyed for lack of knowledge. All right, go up to verse 1 again. What is that knowledge? You see it? Verse 1. Go ahead.
Nor knowledge of God in the land.
That's why we destroyed. For lack of knowledge, man. We don't know the knowledge of God. That's the knowledge that we lack. We have knowledge in everything else. We know how to break down your whole car, put it back together. We got that knowledge. You understand? Even today, look at us, man. Look at us back in the time of slavery. It's always been the same thing. We were the most skilled people on the planet. You understand? And we still are today. So it ain't talking about that knowledge. We know how to get high. It ain't talking about that knowledge. It's the knowledge of God. That's the reason why we are destroyed. Because we don't know how to live. We know how to die. We have the knowledge of death. And we are destroyed because of it. So once again, man, it's very heavy, man. Everybody out there who in the class, like and share the class. Comment. Everybody who watching, like, share, comment. Push this truth, man. Because this is why we destroyed on the earth, and we gonna continue to be destroyed until we get this truth out there. All right? Push the truth. It's up to God who receives it. You just do your job and push it. All right? How we looking online, brother?
Salaki, we got a question from Ben Heaven.
Let me hear it.
Says, Salaki, sir, can I get a breakdown of Matthew 6 and 1 through 2?
Go ahead. Whoever got it, read.
Is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 1. Take heed that ye do not your alms before men.
What do you say? 1 and 2?
Khan, another one, Khan.
Let me get with you. Salaki. All right. Matthew 6 and 1. Go ahead.
Take heed that ye do not your alms before men, to be seen of them.
To be seen of them. What is alms? Give me a definition. Mashah, go ahead.
Alms is gifts.
Gifts? What's the definition? What you got?
Gifts.
What it say? Just
God.
Gifts. All right. Most High Christ. My sister's in the building. Asha Star just came in. Aisha. Dasha Kwa. Most High Christ. Shout out to y'all. All right, it said gifts. All right, so go back to the scripture. Who was reading?
Take heed that ye do not your alms before men.
Go ahead.
To be seen of them.
Read.
Otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Verse 2. Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
All right. What's his question on this? All right, who want to break it down? What's this saying? Kudash?
It's saying don't be doing stuff just to be seen by man. Like it's a couple of precepts in the Bible that I was gonna bring up. It's saying doing it for the sight of the Lord instead of the sight of man. So like whatever you're doing, don't do it to be seen by men, basically.
Right. To be seen by man. Is that it? Somebody else? Let Michelle, his hand was raised first. Come on, Michelle.
It also points out a warning that you won't receive. You're doing, if you're giving this gift or you're giving these alms just to please men. And it goes on further in verses later on and said that they've already received their reward because you got the attention of some man.
That's heavy. That's heavy. That's what I was going to tell y'all. Keep reading and break yourself down. Go ahead, Carl.
If I could give a modern day parallel, this would be a great scripture for people that, do like charity and then, putting the camera in people's face as they doing it. Just doing it for a video instead of out of the kindness of their actual heart.
Okay. Is that it? Keep reading. Is that verse 2? Go ahead.
Verse 3. But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth. Verse 4. That thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly.
Keep going.
Verse 5. And when thou prayest,
now it's going into praying. All right. She was talking about what you might give a brother. All right. Now it's talking about praying. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men.
Why are they doing it?
that they may be seen of men.
This is your Christian church right here. That's what they do. You understand? They want to pray the loudest. They want to make a spectacle of it, speaking in tongues and running up and down the goddamn aisle. It's crazy, yo.
If I could.
Go ahead.
So the previous one, just like this one here, is talking about your gifts to the Lord. Like you never see Israelite School of UPK posting, you know, I just paid 10,000 in tithes. You know what I'm saying? You never see us like openly, you know, letting everybody know what we've done for the school. That's the way it's always been broken down to me. Your alms is like your tithe. You're tithing to Israelite School of UPK. We never divulge the dollar amount that we get.
That's what it is. That's what it is. All right. There was a pastor, you could pull it up, where he said, if you got this amount of money, step in this line.
Right.
And if you got this amount of money, step in this line.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And they all lined up. So they could, you know, be praised by men. And it backfired on one sister because she didn't have that dollar amount.
Right.
Y'all know what I'm talking about?
I do remember that.
All right. She didn't have that dollar amount. And that preacher embarrassed that sister in front of everybody. This is what that's talking about. You know what I'm saying? You giving something to the Lord, man. You do it in secret. You know what I'm saying? You don't do it so everybody could be seen, because then you're not doing it for the Lord, are you? You're doing that so you can get recognition of men. That's why it says they will have their reward. Their reward is going to come from that man. You understand? You want your reward to come from the Lord. Right. And then later on, it goes into the prayer, because it's the same thing with the prayer. You understand? You doing this prayer for the people in the church. That's why you cutting up and acting a fool like that. So people in the church can say, oh, she really believes in God. Mm-hmm. That's not why you doing that, though. You understand? You doing it for those people in that church. So you could say, I believe more than y'all. Look how I run and cut up in church every Sunday and then go home and blow 1,000 rods. You understand?
One more small caveat.
Go ahead.
And you know how it's a difference between like what we do when we trying to raise money for a particular event. Like, for instance, if brothers find themselves in trouble, brother might say, I pledge $20. That's different. So don't believe that's the same thing as alms. You can openly state in our group.
You talking about like our group chats or something? Yeah.
We're looking for a particular dollar amount.
That's not in open though.
Right. Come on.
We ain't standing up in front of the whole church.
Right.
Brother might say he needs something. He let us know. We get to it. Most of the time, we don't even say who the brother is. Mm-hmm. We just get it done. So that's what that's talking about, young man. All right. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't do things for a man to see. You understand? Do it for the Lord, man. There's a scripture, I believe, is in Matthew the 25th chapter. Christ was saying how you didn't feed me. You seen me hungry, you ain't feed me, you ain't do none of that. And they was like, when did we see you hungry? As much as you didn't do it for my brothers, you ain't do it for me. Right. You gotta do it for that reason. You gotta be genuine when you come and serve the Lord. Listen, man, because of Christianity, you think the Most High is a fake nigga. He see through all that nonsense you doing. You understand? You gotta keep it 100 with the Lord. You can't fake it. So this is what this scripture is talking about. What else we got? Is that it? Masha?
Khan, you was talking about that pastor that embarrassed that sister. Here's a little bit on it. Bishop Marvin Winings.
That's who it was. That's the dude who got robbed, ain't it?
Of
down
Detroit.
at the gas station trying to pick up on them whores. Yeah. Go ahead.
Of Detroit's Perfecting Church.
Perfecting is crazy. That's a wild name right there. What you perfecting over there? How to sin? That's what they getting perfect. Go ahead.
During an October 2025 Day of Giving fundraiser, he asked members to pledge
Day of Giving. This is alms right there. Day of giving. Go ahead.
Kawaka. During the Day of Giving fundraiser, he asked members to pledge $1,000 plus an additional $1,000 for a new building fund.
That's a greedy nigga right there. He say, go ahead, give me 2,000. And they lined up to do it. Go ahead.
When a parishioner, Roberta McCoy, presented a gift of $1,235 instead of the expected $2,000, Winans publicly stated, "That ain't what I asked you to do."
Good night, man. He said, I ain't asked you to do that. Embarrassed the sister right there.
And that's the end of it right there.
Why? Because she was publicly trying to get rewarded from a man and saying it was for God. And she got her reward. That man embarrassed her right there. Humiliated that sister. It was all on the news and everything. You understand? So instead of getting recognized for so-called giving to the church, to the Lord, you was recognized for getting cussed out and embarrassed the same dude you was trying to show love to. All right. GP, what you got?
We got a question from UPK Tappering to podcast.
Let me hear it.
It says, Salakia, sir, if I could get a breakdown of Revelation 21:9. I understand the bride to be a New Jerusalem, but a Christian used it as Christ being God because Israel is described as God's wife in Jeremiah 3.
Wait, read the last part. He understand it as what?
I understand the bride to be New Jerusalem, but a Christian used it as Christ being God because Israel is described as God's wife in Jeremiah 3.
Okay, so he's saying, Christian saying that Christ is God again. Another nutbag, pause. Another schizophrenic. All right, so the first thing is, before you even read the scripture, we know that Christ is not God. All right, it's impossible. And you ask that Christian, this is comical, man. Who is the Father? Like, it's so many different ways you could, cut a Christian saying Christ is God. Who was he praying to then? Was he praying to himself? He prayed to the Father. So who is that? Like, it just don't even make sense, man. Once you foundated in that, now you can go to the scripture and actually break it down because you know that Christ is not God. So go to the scripture.
Revelation 21, verse 9.
Yeah, 21:9, I believe he said.
And there came unto me one of the seven angels which had the seven vials full of the seven last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come, I will shew thee the bride, the Lamb's wife.
I just don't understand the connection of where Christ is God. Go ahead, Kodash.
Like you said, come on, what the hell? Like you said, this person is a schizophrenic.
Like to me.
That says that the Lamb's wife, which is Israel. Israel is the wife of Christ. Christ is adopting Israel in. He does not understand the Bible.
Well, no Christian does, but go ahead, LeBron, you want to say something?
Yeah, so give me 2 verses above that. And first of all, the brother was he on it, but slightly incorrect. The bride, if you look through the entire Bible, has always been referred to Israel, right? So the bride is Israel in that scripture, right? And you can go to, I think it's 21 as well. What chapter is this? Yeah, so like I read verse. Is that the one where there appeared a great wonder in heaven? What? Give me verse 1. What's verse 1 or verse 3 or 4? It's the same one. Read. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven.
And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
Right. So the earth, the heaven that was passed away was what you see right now, the rulership of the authority on earth today, our oppressor. His day is numbered. This is what we're talking about. John the Revelator is receiving this vision on the prison colony of Patmos. Right. Keep going.
And there was no more sea.
And the confusion in the earth, right? Everything you see from the different nations, man. The assistance that so-called America give throughout the earth to all of its allies. All of that is going to be wiped away. Keep going.
And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem.
Right. So now we're seeing this new heaven that's going to come when Christ destroy the enemies of Israel. Keep going. I'm just trying to breeze through it. So
you ain't got to. This is the verse right here.
Go ahead.
Coming down from God out of heaven.
So this is Christ coming with the 250 million angels. If you read through the Bible, our glory is when the Lord sends Christ to redeem us of our enemies. That's the glory of Israel. Keep going.
Prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Keep going.
That's what you need right there. Prepared as a bride. All right. How the hell is he saying that it's God? What's the question again?
I think his question is, I'm kind of confused. Read the question again.
Sluggy, sir, if I could get a breakdown of Revelation 21:9, I understand the Bible to be New Jerusalem, but a Christian used it as Christ being God.
I think that's the new vows, correct? In 9?
What?
What verse?
No.
What verse is 9? Read verse 9. Sluggy.
7 angels with the 7 vows. That's what you
right.
said.
So the vows is like the 7 churches, our new vows. You know what I'm saying? Our commitment to the Lord. That's what that's speaking of.
Wait.
I believe that's Revelation.
9. Vows full of the 7 last plagues.
Oh, the 7 plagues.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will show you the bride. So the bride, that's what the bride is, man. It's talking about Israel. You can go to Jeremiah to tell you. It's a precept. Jeremiah 31.
I got a couple precepts.
Go ahead, brother. Jeremiah 31:4 is one. Go ahead, Kodash.
So Ephesians 5:23. Let me see, Ephesians 5:22. Oops,
Who got Jeremiah? Just pull that real fast. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 31:4.
Yeah.
Again, I will build thee, and thou shalt be built, O Virgin of Israel. Thou shalt again be adorned with the tabrets, and shall go forth in the dents of them that make merry. Thou shalt yet plant vines upon the mountains of Samaria. The planters shall plant, and shall eat them as common things. For there shall be a day that the watchmen upon the mount.
16:9, my bad.
For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will cause to cease out of this place your eyes.
In your eyes, go ahead.
And in your days, the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride.
Do y'all understand or no? Who is the bride? You really ain't have to go nowhere else because it was in the second verse. Revelations. Yeah. All right, what else you got?
We got somebody named Truther Nation Official. I have a question. If the slave trade really happened in America, why are the scientists and historians saying that they could not find the ships except for one that our ancestors were on?
Except for what?
Except for one that our ancestors were on.
I knew we was gonna get one with that title. Knew we was gonna get one. Good night. All right, read. You go ahead. You can read it real fast and then read the question again.
Question is, I have a question.
Kodash, you wanted to say something? Go ahead, brother.
Another one kind. It's a scripture that say the knowledge of this world is foolishness with God.
Okay.
So it's like you trusting on the white scientists and all of these weirdos that want to suppress the information of black people. You'll just listen to foolishness if you.
And there's another scripture that said falsely called science. Yeah, so read the question again real fast. We don't got no other questions. We can go into the breakdown.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's like for the life of me, I don't understand. I'm assuming that's a black person, one of our people that asked that question. Like you don't know throughout history that they have worked very, very hard to suppress everything of intelligence about you, all your knowledge, your history. So quite naturally, just one of the things to assume is that they don't want those artifacts to be found. You know, that's evidence against his cruelty. But he's wondering why aren't there any slave ships that they pulled from the bowels of the ocean?
Because they was made out of wood, dummy. What do you think, man? Wood just come on, man. How stupid can you be? So you don't believe that slavery happened and we was brought, from Europe and Africa and everywhere else because you can't find a piece of wood? The ocean is salt water, right? Michelle, do they know that? What do you think salt water does to wood? You want to look it up before you ask stupid ass questions? Salaki, let Michelle go first. We gonna play the video. Like I said, if it ain't no more questions, we'll just jump into it real fast. Go ahead.
That's kind of crazy too.
Just go ahead, stand up if your mic go out.
This is a couple of weeks ago. I downloaded an app that you can track every slave village that left from over there and came over here. It dates back to the 1600s and goes up through the late 1800s.
I'm glad you said that because that's specifically the app that they're using in this video. Go ahead, play the video. Kodash. Yeah, that's it right there.
Salaki, sir.
Good night. Go ahead, Op.
You got some it sounded like some static coming in over the microphone. So one of the microphones may have an issue.
You good, Kodash? The speaker? Nah, if you can hear it online though. Can you still hear it, Abuwan?
It just stopped, sir.
He said just stop.
Back.
All right,
It's coming back.
play the video.
Is on their top. She's on them.
Hey, so you guys want to see something wild and crazy? Kind of like a big.
Stop. Did you hear the brother? That's what you heard. You heard some top. No, he said that the sister is on their top. So basically, he's saying like she about to drop some heavy knowledge or something. This is goofy, man. But like I said, you gotta be grounded in the truth, because you'll be fooled by stuff like this. You see, the brother just typed in the chat. If it really existed, why they can't find no slave ship? Where you think he got that speaking point from? Somebody online that ain't never thought about what salt water does to wood. Hey, be serious, man. Go ahead.
Fat lie. Yeah, so you know how we've been learning that the transatlantic slave trade, I'm going to read it from Google. The transatlantic slave trade was a 16th to 19th century maritime system that forcibly transported over 12.5 million African men, women, and children to the Americas for enslaved labor. You know how we learned that, right? Well, can somebody explain this? Because, you know, that was a business and all businesses track all their records, right? So explain this. So because it's Black History Month, I wanted to do a little digging. So I went on slavevoyages.org. Even on the main website, it says explore the voyages that relocated more than 12 million enslaved Africans across the world, right? And we learned that most of them came to the Americas, correct?
She go to the exact website that's dedicated to finding slave voyages and say that it don't exist. This app was specifically made to find slave voyages. Come on, man. Go ahead.
Okay, let's see. So I wanted to see voyages from Africa to the Americas specifically because 12 million, that's a lot of voyages. So I wanted to see the dates and all the information. So I went ahead and put vessels departure, Africa. And as you can see, it adds several countries, all of the Western countries. And then I put place where vessel's voyage ended. And I selected mainland North America. And of course, I'm expecting thousands of voyages, right? So let's see. Surely the records are accurate because this was a business and a lot of money was spent, right? Why is there only one voyage from Africa to the Americas in 1803? One, with a total of 109 embarked and 106 disembarked. That is way less than 12 million. And I know you're thinking, well, no, they brought them to the Caribbean and to Brazil. So I did that filter as well. I changed the vessel's departure from Africa and places where the voyage ended. I selected mainland North America, Caribbean, Spanish mainland Americas, and Brazil. And I thought for sure I would see thousands of voyages. And would you look at this? Only 2 voyages from Africa to the Americas. So I went to decide to do a sum total to see how many Africans came to the Americas. And would you take a look at this? Captives embarked, 414. Captives disembarked, 408. That is a hell of a lot less than 12.5 million.
Not to mention, if you actually see here, captives embarked from American countries in mainland North America to other mainland North American countries in the Caribbean, you see the numbers are almost 10 times more drastic. You see that? So that means, just like Martin Luther King said, we were captives in our own land, right? Not this fictitious story that they made up saying the majority of us came from Africa, when literally it was just a handful. So we can't let these people keep lying to us and keep giving us these false narratives when we have all of this potential to go online and look up this information for ourselves. All right. If you want to stay in the dark and be in la la land, that's on you. But the truth is out there, and it's time for this system to be exposed. Well, family, I think it's safe to say they got us again. They got us again.
Good night. Some nigga with a head full of dreads. Yeah, I guess he told us, huh? Sis, you want to say something? Come on. Pass the mic. Pass the mic. You got to speak on the mic. She ready to blaze the sister right now. Good night. Good night.
Irritating. I slap her face.
She want to slap the sister. Don't slap her. Come on, baby. Don't slap the sister. Good Dash, you want to say something?
Somebody gonna end up pimping that woman out because
Pimps love stupid women. So she's gonna get pimped because somebody gonna capitalize off her stupidity. Somebody just put something on the internet. It's a fact in their
God, you gotta make sure y'all on that bike. It's crazy. Listen though, we gonna go to the slave voyages too, but obviously she don't know how to research or navigate through the app because it's right there in the app. Man. But how do you disprove this? Because this has been out for a few years. Like I said, man, I just been avoiding it because it's so stupid to even battle. But it's a brother on the internet that has become popular off of just this, saying that, you know, we were already here and we are, you know, the Gadites. Now, some of us did get, what do they call it? The Census Bureau. So some of us were classified, you know, or some Gadites were classified as Negro. That did happen. But to say that all of us were already here is just insane, man. Right. Come on. Now you could pull up, you know, pictures of Gadites and Issacharites, you know what I'm saying? Ephraimites. Yes, they were all dark-skinned people, all right? But that don't mean, you understand, that we were already here and we are those same people. It's 12 tribes, all right? 10 of them were already here, all right? Now, how do you disprove that we were already here doctrine? How do you do that? I'm gonna let y'all take a shot at it before I break it down. Anybody online, anybody in the room, how do you disprove what they saying?
If I may, sir.
Go ahead, have one.
Which Deuteronomy 28 and 68?
That's perfect, and that's where you would go first, all right? Because it's in the Bible. If God said it was gonna happen, it's happening. Everything you see in the Bible has happened or is going to happen. This is a real book, which is why you see maps in the Bible. These places exist. All right, the people existed. All right, it's something called the Moabite stone. It backs up the Bible. What is it? Noah. The Noah's Ark is exactly where the Bible said it was. And they found it. The Egyptians getting drowned in the sea. Right there. Sodom and Gomorrah. You can go there right now. You understand? The first civilization after the flood was what? Who knows? Anybody? Car? Mike?
Was it Samaria?
That's what it was. It's right there in the Bible. You ain't got to guess. It's right there. The Bible told you first. That's how you know. So going to Deuteronomy and the curses, that's the first place I would go. Because if it's in the Bible, that means it happened or it's going to happen. And the Bible said that we will be brought to a place with ships, brought into Egypt again with ship. Paraphrasing, of course. Kodash, you want to say something? Y'all make sure that mic is on.
The second thing I would do and encourage those imbeciles to do is read a history book. Any idiot can go online and change and create a website called slavevoyages.com.
That's an accurate website, though, Kodash. Don't beat up the app.
But
she just don't know what she doing. We're going to show you later. Go ahead.
But at the same time, they could put anything on there. Like the Jewish people, they have changed and been known to change certain things online. But you can't change what's in them books that's already shipped to people's houses. Like you could go in certain history books and find that we didn't come here willingly, like they're trying to say right now.
That's a good point as well.
I think it's a big confusion, and part of it is like skin complexion. You know what I mean? Because our people, man, being the 10 tribes, you know, Levi was mixed in there. Sometimes, you know, Judites, and then also, who's to guarantee that the Issacharites back then were, you know, the Bible say that we were a speckled bird. So it was dark-skinned people still amongst the Gadites. To say that Levi, Benjamin, and Judah was all here is you know, makes no sense.
Yeah, stupid. But see, they don't even understand the Bible, so they're not breaking down. Yeah, they're not even going into the 12 tribes.
Right. But that's my point, though, is because they don't understand They're just looking at skin complexion.
Okay, I see what
You
you're
see what I
saying.
mean? They thinking about, it was dark skinned people here already.
Yeah, you're right.
Of course.
Colorism. All right, so like you said, the history books. Also, anybody else? How can you break this down? Y'all gotta know because you're gonna be challenged with this. All right, Kodash, go ahead.
When I was saying,
I just don't like you today.
When I was saying you want to look at the history books, and certain history books, you'll look at the slave voyage map, and it'll show more than just one route, like she tried to say. It's routes all over that slave ship.
I'm gonna
voyage.
show y'all in a minute how to navigate through that joint. All right, nobody else? I'll break it down. All right, so the brother said history book. First is the Bible. All right, now you got to go into the fact that this was an actual business, right? Now, because it was a business, there are records on both sides, right? So let's start with the most famous ones in Africa. The Dahomey tribe. Somebody look up the Dahomey's involvement in the slave trade. And the Ashanti tribe. I'm just throwing these out because they're the most famous ones. It's a business, so it's records on both sides. You also have insurance records, all right? We ain't even going into the slave voyages yet. We just looking at the business side of it. Africans have apologized for their role in slavery. You could look that up as well. Why the hell is they apologizing if you was already here? They stupid as hell, and they just, they going off of one idea from one nigga, and they going straight off of his narrative. And because you were not properly taught in school, you pay all that money for college. You can't even figure out who you is, where you come from, nothing. You just going strictly off what somebody told you. You have to get grounded in the truth. Anybody find it?
Slocky, sir, I got something.
Let me hear it.
It says the kingdom of Dahomey, located presently in Beijing, played a massive, well-documented role in the transatlantic slave trade from the 1720s to the mid-1800s. Dahomey grew into a powerful, highly militarized state by raiding neighboring ethnic groups and selling those captive to European traders in exchange for firearms and manufacturing goods.
This is well documented, man. The Dahomeys tell you they did it. Somebody look up Ashanti. You can look up the kings during this era telling you about it. So that's one way to disprove this stupidity that they saying online. Look up the Ashanti tribe, their role in slavery.
Khan says the Ashanti Empire was a pre-colonial West African state that emerged in the 17th century in what is now Ghana. The Ashanti, or Asante, were an ethnic subgroup of the Akan-speaking people who were composed of small chiefdoms. The Ashanti established a state around Kumasi in the late 1600s, shortly after their first encounter with Europeans. In some ways, the empire grew out of wars and dislocations caused by Europeans who sought the famous gold deposit. So like it.
You want to just get to the point. All right, so this is the king, what's his name? King Gezo of the Dahomey tribe. He said, it's a quote that he told the British, the slave trade is the ruling principle of my people. This is the king over there in Africa saying this. So you gonna tell this king he lying? You gonna tell him slavery didn't exist? You gonna tell him we was already here? Like it's stupidity. All right. So they got the European trade logs. Can y'all find that? Or y'all want me to find it for you? We ain't even getting off into the ships yet. I'll do the ships last because it's the most dumbest thing I ever heard. And shout out to the brother, man, asking about the slave ships. I know you probably ain't know, brother. But salt water will tear those ships up, all right? Salt water, think about the winter time. In the wintertime, you get snow on your car, right? And then you pour that salt down. What happens to your car after a while? It rusts, it decays, it corrodes, right? That's why you see older cars with holes in the bottom. You gotta put a whole new floorboard in there, right? That's because you live in a winter state. And that salt is tearing your car up. Now that your car is what? What is it made out of? Is it metal? Especially the older cars. Full of holes. Now what do you think that did to that wooden boat, brother? Get out of here. Did y'all find it? Or y'all want me to find it for you? Look for the Europeans saying this, and then look for the insurance companies. Let's go. Go ahead, brother.
One, it got Lloyd's of London. Say during the 18th century, the global hub for slave voyage insurance, private underwriting operating out of Lloyd's Coffee House Insurance, and made a majority of British slave ships and their human cargo. Slaves heavily relied on these policies to secure their investments, slavers rather, even leading to notorious lawsuits like the 1871 Zong Massacre, where ship owners threw enslaved people overboard to
That's the
collect
one I was
insurance
looking
payouts.
for. Good job, brother. What is it? The 1831 what?
Say 1781 Zong Massacre.
All right, this one right here, I was looking for this. This is when they purposely threw over 130 people for an insurance claim. Everybody knows somebody in their family who burnt up their kitchen. You know what I'm saying? You burnt up your old kitchen for some money. That's what they did. They threw out the cargo, which was our people, for some insurance money. Go ahead, Kazak. Step to the mic. Read it again, Warrior. I believe it's the Zong or the Kong Massacre.
Yeah, it's Zong Massacre, 1781 Zong Massacre.
ZHONG?
ZONG.
ZONG. The Zong Massacre. That's a good one to go to because it fully describes the insurance company's involvement in slavery. You can't get around this. It said they threw them overboard. Where they was coming from? Where did they get 130 people from? All right, it's another one too, a big one for the insurance company. See if you can find that one.
Let me see. I mean, you got the London Insurance, the Royal Exchange Insurance, Amsterdam Assurity Campaign of 1771. Got a bunch of them.
Okay. Now, we ain't got to go through all of them. It's common sense, man. These insurance companies, they lived off of that. You understand? They insured the cargo of the slave ships. And I think, I just heard you say that they probably made the damn ship. You understand? You want to say something, Carl? It's the Zong Massacre. Just look it up, brother. It's well documented. All right? ZONG. Just go to Google. Look it up.
Christopher Columbus's, I believe it was his memoirs, where he traveled over to North America, where he thought he was, I believe, visiting India, is what the
Lost
tale
Tribes
said.
of Promised Land.
Right, and then when he got off of the ship with his scout, they spoke the Hebrew, and the description of those people, like I alluded to earlier, were dark-skinned people. So I believe the sister is largely confused about our color. You know, if you go throughout the Bible, say that some of the tribes that came over to 10 would mingle themselves among the people that put them in captivity, which then lightened the people up.
Right.
So they referring. I believe she's looking at the skin complexion of the current Issacharites and other of the 10 tribes, and believing that at some point, you know, that they wasn't dark skinned people. It's all colorism.
Kodash, I'm about to send you something else. Also, I want y'all to look up, it's a slave that wrote a book. All right. He wrote a book. I'm trying to find his name right now. But he wrote a book, and it started with him being in Africa, and he explained how his customs were the customs of the Jews. You understand? He kept dietary laws, things of that nature. Just look it up. Let me see. I'm about to send this to you, Kodash. Let me know if y'all can't find it. I'll find it for you. Give me 1 second.
I was looking up the oldest recovered wooden ship. It's like 400 BC. Recovered,
let's say BC?
Yeah, aged about 2,400 years old. Still has masts, rudders, and roaring benches.
Kodash, I just sent you something on Telegram. Barack Yalla, see if you can find that dude I was talking about. Let me find it real fast. Read it.
This is amid the global debate about race relations, colonialism, and slavery. Some of the European and American who made their fortunes in trading human beings have seen their legacies reassessed, their statues toppled, and their names removed from public buildings.
Read that again.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Amid the global debate about race relations, colonialism, and slavery, some of the European and Americans who made their fortunes in trading human beings have seen their legacies reassessed.
Go ahead.
Their statues toppled and their names removed from public buildings.
Go ahead.
Nigerian journalist and novelist Adobe Tricia Luwai Beni writes that one of her ancestors sold slaves, but argues that he should not be judged by today's standards or values.
All right, so he telling you he sold slaves. What the hell you want me to do? What you want me to do? You want me to say slavery didn't exist? He telling you he did it out his mouth. The dude I was looking for is, what is, how the hell you say this? Oluda Equanano, something like that.
That's about right.
Yeah, it sounds good. Y'all look that up real fast.
Khan. It says he wrote a book, or published in 1789, the interesting narrative of the life of Olaudah Equiano, the African. His groundbreaking autobiography documenting the author's journey from childhood kidnapping in West Africa through the horrors of the Middle Passage and slavery to buying his freedom and becoming a key voice in the British abolition movement.
What you want me to do, man? What you want me to do? He telling you he came from Africa, man. When you get in the book, it's gonna tell you that the nigga was a Jew. Go ahead.
Check. It says his 1789 autobiography described his early life in Africa and argued that his Igbo people were descendants of the Jews of Israel.
Come on, man. We gotta make this up. He got around them stupid Africans and was like, man, them niggas weird as hell. So they got him, they came and got him from his people. So he around his people. You know, we don't affiliate with nobody else. Then they took him to the slave ports And in the slave ports, he started mixing with other people and was like, man, what's wrong with these people? They marking their skin up. These niggas look weird, man. They teeth all carved up and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? He didn't live like that. So he telling you where he was at all the way until he got to America and then how he got free. Come on, man. What you want me to do with that? You want me to tell you this nigga was a Gadite? He telling you who he is. Now go to the place where he was at. Look up the Kingdom of Judah on the map. It's a map in the 1700s. It's another map where it says like Wida or something like that. Look it up. Quadash, help the brother out. He don't have a clue what he's doing over there. Help him out, brother. Look up the map. Put the map on the screen. Because this is where the brother is telling you he came from. Go ahead, Mashah.
Oh my God, you bring that map up.
Step forward, man. You gotta stop talking.
To the Dahomey people, for they were the ones that ruled that port. You seen that movie about the Dahomeys and all that? Yeah. Like they were our friends. No, they was our captors who ruled the port in Ouida, West Africa. Yeah. That's what it was called. The port was called. It was one of the major ports north of Ghana that was for a slave port.
Wow.
You would think the homies was the homies.
They wasn't the homies.
It's not.
Not at all. You understand? And that's heavy. Did y'all find the Kingdom of Judah on the map? Or Wida, whatever it's called. I don't know why y'all looking at that right now. I told y'all I'd do something else. You want me to find it and send it to you? I'll do that because y'all look lost over there. And this is why we having these classes, man. This is something that we've taught before, so all y'all should know it. The things that I'm telling you is off the top of my dome. I might save some notes here and there, go reference those notes, but it's all off what we've already learned before. But of course, if you're not in these classes, you could be easily fooled like the sister and the brother was. Let me see. No, we just was over there, so Mecca was
but didn't they
heavy place.
Before it was Mecca, it was something else.
Timbuktu. We were in all that. All right, here go the map. Did y'all find it? Oh, y'all got it. It's a Negro land map. It's a Kingdom of Judah map. And it's a Wida or a Quida map. Those are all mistranslations of Judah. Go ahead, Carl.
Slightly off topic, but on topic. Do you know if Mansa Musa was an Israelite?
We can't even prove that story is true.
Okay.
You understand?
I just like the story that he went back to Egypt and bankrupted. That just sound like some shit an Israelite to do.
Listen, man, it's a nice story. Can you prove it though? That's the point right there. You understand? And when you really go through the whole story, man, he talk about, how he traveled from this place to this place with all this gold. Nigga, you're not getting up out of there. What you talking about, man? So, like I said, it's a nice story, but you can't really prove it to be true. That looks like a map of Israel, man. Y'all brothers over there lost. Good night. It's a map of Africa with the Kingdom of Judah on the map. All right. We have covered this 100 million times. Somebody help the brother out, man. Send it to him in Telegram, Mashah. And then I want you to find the other one that says like Wida or something like that. It's on the same map. Just send it to the brother. See, Quadash, you'll get tricked. You understand? You gotta know where you come from, know your history. Telegram. So you just share it, but share it to the Telegram app, Michelle. You can go on Pinterest as well. It's on there for sure. All right, Michelle, you sent it? Okay. I want you to do something else. After we show this map, I want you to go to the app that she was talking about. Go to the app. You can show this simpleton how to use the goddamn app. Yeah, you can look up the Negro Land one. It's a Kingdom of Judah one.
Shalaki, sir, if I may.
Go ahead, brother.
That the last video I sent you is like, I think it's like 20 seconds long, and it shows it in the video.
Shows what?
The Kingdom of Judah and Africa.
The map.
Come on,
I ain't
sir.
about to play that video. That's gonna be cheating for them. They don't know how to find this, so I'm gonna let them find it.
Come on, sir.
Everybody in here needs to know how to find this map. I'm about to send it to them as well. All you got to do, man, I'm telling you, we living in the information era, so it's very easy to find. Just go to Google. It's in your face everywhere. This stuff like this, man, this what brought me into the school. Yeah, I see it. Do you see this ain't the one that says Kingdom of Judah. It's another one that says the you can show that one though, Kodash. Show that one and then find the other ones. Can they see that online? All right. So if y'all never seen this before, here go the map in Africa. What does it say? It says Negro Land, it says Kingdom of Judah, and one says like Wida or something like that. Let me see. Slave Coast, you see the Slave Coast on there? Wider, I see. All right. So you got the Negro Land on there. Come on now. Come on, you gonna. How stupid can you be? But see, if people don't know this map exists, then they gonna say we was already here. In Africa, is if we control the area, and they specifically called it Negro Land. The Europeans knew who they were going to get, right? And they was going to look for us for a reason because we knew how to grow certain things. You understand? So right in this area, you'll see it says Negro Land. Then it says the Kingdom of Judah and Wida. That's all the same thing. Wida is just a mispronunciation, mistranslation from the oppressor. All right. You also see Slave Coast on this map. Why is it called Slave Coast if ain't no slaves coming from here? Somebody please answer that. It's telling you who we are on this map. Now, through time, they did away with these maps, but these maps existed during the 1700s because that's what they were going there for. You understand? And they didn't care like to hide it back then. Of course, today they cannot tell you the Jews. Whatever fortune they made, they will have to turn it over the same way they doing with the small hats over there, giving them billions a year. They don't want to do that for us, so they hide these maps. And then I've seen certain Caucasians try to break it down and say that whiter, that don't mean Judah, that's something else. Well, guess what, dummy? It still says Negro land and the kingdom of Judah. You're not ever gonna trick us with nothing like that. Now, y'all see this map, y'all see whiter on there. Go to the app, Masha, and put in whiter on that slave voyages map. Also, you can look up things like the Spanish Inquisition, because that directly targeted the Jews, kicked us out of Spain and brought us to America as slaves. Let me go do it for you. Let me see what we got. Yeah.
It even says it right on the map. That Negro land is a term used by ancient writers and geographers, I believe that's what that says, to express the interior countries of African inhabited by Negro nations between the Great Desert and the Gulf of Guinea.
All right. So it's telling you the Negroes is here.
Right.
Dummy. It didn't call us Africans. It said we was Negroes, just like they call us in the Bible. Niggas. Now, when you go to the website, you're going to click on Voyages. All right. Click on Voyages and then put whiter in.
If I could.
Go ahead.
Because in Africa, many nations, many dark-skinned people, I think that's where we get confused a lot. There's 50 different countries over there. It's some inhabited by people that's not us, but those of us that were in those lands that were Negroes were targeted and shipped throughout the whole earth in slavery. It's like
SlaveVoyages.com. Look it up. There's also government websites you could look up that will show you the ship manifest as well. I've showed different ship manifests from us coming from Europe during the Jacobite Wars. This is the same thing. All right. Go on Voyages. Click on Voyages. Right there. There you go. Or you could go back and just strictly type in right there the search bar, whiter. Type that in the search bar. Just guess, nigga. I put WHYDAH. It's gonna pop right in. Click on that. Say 1,100 voyages. Now you got everything going from that land, and it's going to tell you where it dropped this off. Read it. Read the first one you see. Go to the first one. The first one. You can read them all. Just start with the first one. Click on it. What does it say?
It says the vessel name is Caesarion.
What is it? You see the first thing you see on that list?
The voyage ID.
That's what you got. You got a voyage ID. This is a business, man. There are records for this. Everybody playing no games because they want to collect that insurance money in case something happens. So they all have voyage ID numbers. They all have vessel names, which is the name of the ship. Keep going.
And that whiter is a port, I believe. It's right off of the coast there.
It's off the coast, which is called the Slave Coast, because that's where we was at. Go ahead.
Got the vessel name, Caesarion, a city of Norwich, flag of vessel.
So that's just the different white nation that it came from. Liverpool did the construction. Go ahead, keep going down.
Flag of vessel, IMP, region of construction, year of construction, place registered, year registered, rig or type of vessel, steamer.
What kind was it?
A steamer.
This was a steamer. All right. They had ships like you can see over here. LeBron got us this slave ship. See if you can put that on camera, Hardwell. Don't break it though.
Move it, it's gonna break it.
It's like one of the original slave ships. All right, there you go. You could have moved the camera, but I don't want you to mess with the camera because now y'all gonna have it lopsided. Take that down. Show it on the ship. Show it on the camera. There you go. This is what they started with. Those things on the top is sails. All right. The sails at the top. And then you can see some ships had guns at the bottom. Other ones had us down in the slave quarters. We actually went to a museum. They have a museum here in Detroit where you could walk through a slave ship. Do you think that Charles H. Wright Museum made that ship up? I guess they do, Mashah, because they said we was already here. To the brother that asked that online, if slavery really happened, where are the ships? Where do you think they got the concept of us being packed like sardines in them ships and the story of us pissing and shitting on each other and women getting on a cycle in them ships? You think they made those stories up, brother? Because you can't find the ship? Listen, I could ask you the same question. You had your favorite toy when you was a kid. Where is that now? You don't know where it's at. That don't mean you didn't have that favorite toy. I had a TurboGrafx 16 when I was little. I loved it. I don't know where the hell it is now. Good night. Kudash, you want to say something? Go ahead, brother.
People who normally say that Africans wasn't shipped over here, they, like Laban said earlier, they suffer from colorism.
Oh.
That what they're trying to do is say that the native Indians is from some colonizer's race. They never was over here. We was over here. And they trying to eliminate the fact that some of us came from West Africa. Some of us was living in Europe. Like, these are idiots that don't know history. They don't even know
history,
we ruled
man.
over Europe for 1,000 years.
Imagine telling that same nigga King James is black.
Yeah, he's stupid.
It won't even register in their mind. That's a heavy point, Kudash. Go back to the slave ship manifest joint, slave voyages. Because we have to read this because she said it don't exist. And that's crazy, man. Did she really think nobody was going to go to the slave voyage app and look? She said it's only one ship. It's only one ship. And it's 100 people. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Keep going down. It's a steamer. We just showed you what the first slave ships look like. All right, keep going.
We got the tonnage of vessel.
You got the what tonnage? All right. So how much it weighed? All right, keep going.
The tonnage standardized on British measured tons, 1773 through 1870.
All right, go down. Enslavers.
We got enslavers, Career Jose, investor, Del Rio, and another investor, Zuleta, Julian. And
All right, you could look these names up. These real people. Are you gonna say they didn't exist either? Go ahead.
The outcomes, we got particular outcome of voyage captured by Spanish after disembarkation.
After what?
After disembarkation.
Meaning leaving.
Right. After getting off the ship. Embark is to get on the ship. Disembark is to get off. Go ahead.
Got the outcome of voyage for captives.
Wait. Where you was at? Particular outcome of voyage.
Right here.
What does that say by the Spanish? Now, what does the second line say?
Outcome of voyage for captives.
Yeah.
Slaves disembarked in America.
Where they come on. Come on. I thought she said that it didn't exist. I thought she said she looked for them to get disembarked, and none of it was in America. It just said they picked up slaves from the kingdom of Judah and disembarked them. They embarked them in the kingdom of Judah in Africa. We showed you the goddamn map and pulled up the same name that's on the map. It said they were disembarked in America. Go to the next line, man. They stupid as hell.
Outcome of voyage if ship captured Spanish. The outcome of voyage for owner, original, thwarted, human agency, resistance, none. This is the itinerary. Place where vessels voyage began, Cadiz. Principal place where captives were purchased.
All right, so the voyage began in Cadiz. Look that up. Where is that? Where is Cadiz? More than likely, it's somewhere over there where white people at. Just look it up. Y'all don't gotta look it up over there. You stay where you at, GP. Go back to the slave voyage. Let somebody else look it up. Where is Cadiz? Sis, did you find it? It's in Spain. And that's what they've been saying the whole time. The ship came from Spain. They made it in Spain. They started from Spain. Then what? Go to the next line.
Principal were placed, captives were purchased. Wida.
Where?
Wida.
They got bought in Wida, and we just showed it to you on the map. Slave Coast, Benin, what is it? Ghana, that whole area in West Africa. And we showed you the West Africans saying they did business with these people. This is a whole business. You can track the whole business, man. The same as any good businessman. They got records. Go ahead.
First place where captives were purchased, Wida.
Go down.
Second place where captives were purchased.
It ain't none. Because they all came from that slave coast. Go down to principal place.
Principal place where captives, Cuba, port, unspecified.
All right.
It's first place.
What did it say? Where the captives landed. So they took them to Cuba. They took them to America. At the top it said America. You want to go to the next one or scroll down? It's going to tell you how many.
Year captives were landed.
Duration of captives crossing in days was 25 days and a year was 1863. So it took 25 days to get here. Go ahead. Total embarked. You see that? What does that say?
1,109.
That silly simpleton said it was only 3 people.
That was embark. What was that number? The embark?
Embark was 1,109 people. Disembarked. Go to that number.
The disembarked was 960.
960.
How many died on that voyage? About what? 200 died on that voyage right there?
960.
Good night.
And that's why we tell you it's like 100 million that was lost. You understand? Because also, what is the other thing that we know? The shark trail.
Right.
You understand? That's why the sharks followed this certain path all the way to this day. They'll tell you the sharks still in that same water because look how many people they lost. There's like, that's down there, what, like 140 people, 150 people right there that got thrown off the ship. But they came back with down there 1,000 people. Now, every time they go over there, you can go up to the top again. Go up to the top, all the way to the top. All right, all the way to the top. Nah. Yeah. Go to back to where you clicked on White. You got back out of that page. Back out of that page. Now click on White. It's already in there. Click on there. It's going to give you a number when you click on that. Where is it? When you click on there, it's going to tell you a number of how many voyages they went to that specific place. over 1,100 voyages to this specific place. All right. Every time they go over there, they grab at least 1,000 people.
Losing 200.
And losing then they're 200 every time they do it. This is just one place. I typed in this place specifically. You can do other places in West Africa. It's gonna tell you the same thing. You understand? It's gonna have different numbers, but it's gonna have the same thing on there. You understand? You want to read another one, just in case we land, because she said it was only one. I can't imagine the mistake she made. Maybe she made a mistake just by putting in Africa, because there's over 50 countries in Africa. So maybe she didn't pick a specific place. Maybe she purposely didn't pick a specific place. Get the mic. Pass the mic to the sister, whoever got it. Who got the mic in the audience? Good night. Y'all left. Nigga got the mic in his mic. Good night. You want to say something?
Yeah, I just have a question because it is stupid for her, but when you look at it, if you go to the voyages and you go to time lapse, it tells you exactly how many ships, which was over 30,000, and it shows from Africa to America.
Good night.
You got to hold the mic on your mouth, girl.
Sorry, it's a map that's showing you all the. It's like,
yeah, it's wild, man. Listen, people get on that TikTok and listen. They get their own doctor degree in TikTok. That's why it's so important. And I'm only doing this right now. Like I said, I avoided this for many years because it was so stupid to me. I'm only doing this because my sister ran across this. Y'all probably met my sister at the prom send-off we had last week. You understand? She said, "Is this true?" Like she really didn't know the answer. I'm like, good night, man. I can't let you get my baby like that now. This is the scams that they run, and the next thing you know, they asking you for some money. Send me some money for the originals of the land.
Aboriginals.
We the aboriginals of the land. Nigga, no, you're not. Now, does that mean your brothers was not here? No, our people was definitely here. There's 12 tribes of Israel. We just wasn't one of those tribes. We got brought here. Kodash, you want to say something? Mike?
Like when I looked up on Google, it says that this website contradicts with historical textbooks in certain cases. And then you could even see on this website, now you did cut them, but you can see on this website, it's unspecified information on here that they have not even put on here.
Yeah, the unspecified information you can see next to the things. But you can go back if you want to. There's certain things that they didn't tell you. But are the things that they not telling you important? It's not important, brother. All right? You can back all this up. Let me help Kodash out, all right? There's a government website you can go to. I'll find it for you, just for you. And it's going to say the same thing. They actually have the written manifest. What you just read on this web, they have the written. So them enslavers those names, you can see the forms where they filled it out in their handwriting. There wasn't no computers back then. They wasn't typing nothing in. So there's no way to say that this is not true. Because we could actually go to the government website where it has the manifest. I showed y'all in the class before where we showed the original ship manifest of the Jacobites. If y'all remember, it looks the same way. It's set up the same way. You know what I'm saying? The year, the ship name, the enslavers, the captives. Only thing is on that one, it tells you what they look like. So it's going to tell you, the Jacobites was black. It say he was dark-skinned, 5'6", you know what I'm saying? Things like that on the Jacobite ship manifest. These ship manifests is all over because it's a business. So there's no way to disprove this. Go to the government website.
The big problem with people like this sister is no matter what you read from them or what book you open up, they just don't believe in the history. They don't believe in it. So the the underlying message is that it's a big conspiracy to take America from black folks when they already did it.
Right.
So we don't own America. What you think they're just gonna give it back because somehow you can?
Did you say you Aboriginal?
In your mind proved that we was already here, so it's our land.
Look at the people that they know was here. What did they do to them? They put them on reservations and gave them liquor, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's poisoned them with smallpox.
I don't give a shit if you could prove you was here or not. What difference do it make? Not to stop. You want to say something? Go ahead,
If I could, Cap, I think even in that movie Shaka Zulu, now you believe Shaka Zulu was a real person,
Right.
right? And they had enslaved Israelites in the movie. The guy
heavy.
made the comparison. He said these are the wandering Jews of Africa.
That is
Fleeing
true.
Shaka Spears.
That
And
is
if
true.
you even use just a little bit of logic on the map, they didn't go to the middle of Africa. They were running from something. They went all the way to the coast till they couldn't run.
It's a heavy
That's
point,
something,
brother.
Taking into consideration.
It's a heavy point, man. Heavy point.
They also try to, if you know a little bit more about history, they also try to like mask their invasion of that land and turn it into a war, like that Spanish-Moroccan war. That was largely Spain crushing the last stronghold of Israelites and then bringing them over here. They even made a song and a phrase about that in grade school. Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. If you look up that same year, that's the year that that ended the Spanish-Moroccan War, where Spain had conquered that portion of Africa, enslaved all the people, and started shipping them over here to the Americas and throughout the earth.
You might have to save the screenshot and send the screenshot, or send it to yourself and then send it to him. Go ahead. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Who is it?
Some dude named Hoodoo in Louisiana Voodoo.
Okay, you're a dummy. Let me hear it.
There's no genetic evidence to verify what you're saying.
Genetic evidence.
He said,
What, he like a DNA nigga or something? What are you talking about?
That's what he's talking about. Like
Genetic evidence. You a DNA nigga?
he said,
You a E1B1 head ass nigga? Get out of here, man, with that dumb shit. What do you need genetics for? They telling you who you is. We showing you the shit manifest. You gonna say that's a lie? How you get here then? The stork? These niggas is dumb. Go ahead.
he said, you're misleading our people.
Watch it. That nigga got held the stork. Go ahead. What'd you say, GP?
He said, you're misleading our people. Do any of you?
Wait. Somebody named Hoodoo Voodoo says I'm misleading the people. Nigga, it ain't no such thing as magic. You David Copperfield head ass nigga.
You're supposed to follow the voodoo priest.
Yeah, I'm supposed to follow the voodoo.
You're cutting chicken heads.
Exactly. You goat blood drinking ass nigga. How I'm misleading the people. We showing you straight facts. I didn't make none of this up. You could look up the ship manifest yourself. That's what we showing you. I could see if we was just in here talking. Everything I'm saying, I'm showing you the documents. You could look up yourself. So are you saying everybody lied? The Africans lied that sold us. The Europeans that bought us lied. The ship manifest is lying. The Bible lied. Once again, man, come on. It's too much evidence to prove that the transatlantic slave trade was real. Now let me ask you, why you don't want to believe in it? Would you rather believe voodoo could save our people? How come the voodoo, how come y'all stop using the voodoo in the Haitian Revolution? You know, I don't hear nothing about voodoo fixing nothing today. What does hoodoo and voodoo fix today? What can you do with it today? Can you buy a new car with the voodoo? Where you work at? I bet you got a job. Hoodoo don't do that. Hoodoo don't stop you from getting up and going to work, do it. Go tell the judge when you about to get locked up, you voodoo.
Right.
Goddamn idiot, man.
That's an excellent question. How could that voodoo, how could it save our people? What can it do to improve the lives of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people? What? Come on, give it to us. Teach us.
Listen, man, we teaching you that what God said in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, happened. It ain't gonna be no better knowledge you can receive than that. You understand? Now I can identify that God said his people will go into slavery. Egypt began bondage, because that's what Egypt means, with ships. And I could show you the ships that we went into bondage on. Now I can say I am an Israelite. Before then, I cannot tell you who I am, where I come from, none of that. I'm gonna be just as dumb as you saying I'm cutting a goat head off like it's about to do something. Man, you niggas got to stop doing drugs, man. What else he say? Is that it?
He said, do any of you on the panel have any evidence of Hebrew ancestry?
Nigga, the curses. That's the only evidence I need. God says something will happen to us, and it's happening today. You can go read the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, from the 16th verse on down, and tell me you can't see these curses on you. What's your nationality? Hoodoo voodoo, you probably an Israelite saying some dumb shit like that. Now tell me you not living out the curses that God said you would live out. He's talking about proof? Is that what he said? You got to use the mic. He can't hear you. You talking to me. I love you, brother, but come on.
We could go to Genesis 49, where it says instruments of cruelty will be in Simeon and Levi hands. Levi is the tribe of the Haitians, and Simeon is the tribe of the Dominicans, and the Haitians use voodoo. So just for the simple fact that you have voodoo in your name, you proving the prophecies of the Bible to be real.
Brother, you are speaking Chinese arithmetic to him. He don't know what the hell you just said. Go ahead, God.
I mean, everything we've been putting out for the past 45 minutes proves we Israelites.
That's what I was gonna say. Nigga, have you been watching? You can't dispute nothing we saying. Kodash don't even like the app, and we about to show you something that backs up the app. Everything we said is proof of who we are. We started with the Bible and then showed you the records that back up the Bible, because stupid niggas like you said it didn't happen. Still. Come on, man. Now, with you asking me that question, I have to ask you, have you ever went to a small hat synagogue and said to him to prove what you asking us to prove? Have you ever asked anybody on this planet besides a brother that looks like you to prove where he comes from? You ain't never asked nobody to prove their nationality, but when you see a brother, you tell him to prove his, and he's giving you all the proof. The fact that I'm giving you the proof before you type that stupid shit in the chat tells you that you don't really want proof. You don't want to know who you are. You want to stay stuck in the curses. You want to stay a slave forever. You understand? And that's what's wrong with our people, man. Harriet Tubman said she saved 100 people, and she could have saved more if they knew they were slaves. That's your problem. You are a brother that's stuck on the plantation, and you telling while I'm trying to get my people free. There's something called meritorious manumission, all right? And that law was passed to separate black people. If like brothers like Nat Turner, he had a slave revolt. Another black man told on him. That's how he got caught. And that law said that the oppressors would reward you for saving their life, for joining their military, or for separating from your brothers. So if you stop the slave revolt, you could get your freedom like that. Niggas like you still operate in that same mind frame, that same mindset. You see brothers on here that look like you trying to free their people, and you come to stop them because you want to stay a slave. You know, if I tell you and prove to you that you are the children of God, you got to stop smoking weed. You ain't doing that because that weed is your God. You worship that weed. You worship that stupid hoodoo that ain't did nothing for you. Nigga, you still live in the ghetto talking about some hoodoo. Tell the voodoo to get you up out the hood.
That's right.
If it can't do that, nigga, it's not working for you. All right, what else we got? Did he send you the show that on the screen? What's that?
This is the roll list.
Nah. Let me show you. It's gonna be in his handwriting. Let me get to it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now, what we just read off that website is this. Now, tell me I'm lying. Tell me the app ain't real. Whatever. Is he? They say not the sub. That's AI, man. That's not the truth. Nigga, you want to say something? Pass it on mic. Come on, baby. Say what you gotta say. The sister. That's to Maria. She want to say something.
Well, digitized, so it has to be put into an app because of the times that we live in versus the paperwork.
But for all the hoodoo niggas, we gotta show you this. This is the original. You know, even my brother Kodash, he said, man, that app ain't real. We just showing you what it got, what you call it, like transferred from. They went over these records. That app does the research for you. So like I said, let me see if I can find this website. It is archives.gov.
You can physically go there as well and look this up in the Library of Congress.
That's heavy.
You can look at the document, take pictures.
I seen a sister on HBO, and she made it her life to go to these places, these government places that have slave records. All right, because she would try to find people, descendants. All right, so there's these places you can go to, but I'm just giving you the app. It's archives.gov.
It's another one as well where they realized that the last slaves were about to die, and they actually videoed their stories. And they got actual slaves telling you what happened.
Right.
You know, and their experience as slaves, you know. Right. It's real, man. I think it's disrespectful to our ancestors to, like, I mean, I'm surprised we spending as much time on this here, but that is so disrespectful. The hell we went through, and you're gonna sit up there and say it didn't happen.
Right. It's a classroom, so for classroom purposes, we'll break it down. We ain't have no more questions. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my sister brought it to me, so I wanted to give her, you know, the full breakdown so that people can understand. You can see these TikTok videos. Like I said, it's a brother on the internet named Dane Calloway. That's his name. I hate to give him a shout out for lies, but this nigga done got rich off of saying the same thing, that slavery didn't exist. He said the same thing I heard the young brother say about there are no slave ships. Right. I've heard all of this before. Y'all know I never brought this to class until it was personally brought to me.
It's over relevant. I didn't mean to say we shouldn't tackle it, but it's over relevant. But it's so stupid to have to spend it. I should have said it's so stupid to have to spend this much time on proving that it existed when it's so obvious.
Kodash, you want to say something?
And this is like what I see a lot of time. People try to put their life into everybody else's life. Just because you got Indian family that been here, that don't mean everybody else's history is not real.
Right.
So they'll only focus on their family and try to say the slave trade didn't exist. Just because you was over here, that don't disqualify what actually happened to blacks and Native Indians that were shipped to Spain from America.
You just don't know history. All you know about is yourself.
That's a heavy point. That's a heavy point. You know what I'm saying? My brother Kazak, he was a Judite. He was a Gadite. What was Kazak when he came into
Judite first? Benjamin, we thought he was.
Kazak was Reuben. He was everything, man.
Dreads
We lost.
everything.
We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Some of our people was here before. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But
One precept, if I could, is Isaiah 1:1, where it says, "The ox know of his own, and the ass his master's crib."
Pull that when we close out the class. Go ahead.
But Israel do not know. Isaiah 1:1.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
A dumb animal. Actually, that ox is smarter than this brother that asked that stupid question. The ox know of his owner, and he think he belongs to voodoo or hoodoo. Keep going.
And the ass his master's crib.
Even the ass, man, know where he lived, know his homeland. Keep going.
But Israel.
But who?
Israel.
But the Israelites, go ahead.
Doeth not know.
Doeth not know, man. We'll be sitting up, man, forever, worshiping gods that never existed, that mean nothing to us, man. Voodoo priest. You know what I mean? All in the name of smoking weed, like Cap pointed out, man, or getting hot. Doing something disgusting and despicable to our people, like denying the existence of the slave trade. Man, that's such a hurtful bird, man, right there, man. So, like, I believe with that, we're going to close out the class. Who was that reading the security announcements? Capon? GP? Security announcements, Lucky.
Yeah, the ISUPK started out at 1 West, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 to 21, Malachi 3 and 8 through 10. 10th, in the Hebrew, Ma'ashra, 10% of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department, the teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Up and coming Holy Convocation, we got the Feast of First Fruits, which is this Sunday, May 31st. And the Sabbath every Saturday. If you want to become a trooper in the school, wear all black, shoes, boots, shirt, pants, headbands, and scarf. With that being said, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the teacher, Min Israel Amaju. Amaju Shabbat, Amaju, Rock. Sorry. Courtesy salute to the sister, Min Israel Amaju, Amaju Shabbat, Amaju, Rock. Nazmatah, dismissed.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're